All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. First down, Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Brissett. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Margus Hunt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start on the ground with Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Brissett. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Balaj, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ended today, and it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Brissett, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll run here with Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Brissett. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Here's Rosen. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action with Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Let's go. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tookie's the mic. I got you, punk.
Brissett to throw on first. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Bravo. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the 36, Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. He finds Kalen Balaj, his running back. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Rosen. And his throw here is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Hey, exit.
A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Switch up, switch up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
After the interception, here's Rosen stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Some therapy after this. Go, Mike, grab. 50. 3 bucks. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Cannon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Rosen will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Parker, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 59. Mike.
Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Avery Moss in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This a give to Mack running to the right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. Adam Vinatieri. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. It has the distance, and it is good. Adam Vinatieri does it again. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2.